All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, guess who?
We're back.
Unfortunate you all. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or that's bad, though.
Yeah. Well,
But we're here. We already got one like. Somebody, one person's liked us already.
that's good. That's good. That's better than we had before.
Yes. I don't know if I should question this person's insanity for their choice of entertainment. But either way,
we love you for.
Thank you very much for joining, guys. We're glad to be here. Glad to make sure you're all safe. We're glad that you're here and not out, being at 22 a day. That's very important.
That's right.
Very important to us that you're not 22 a day. And we love you guys. So we got a weird show lined up for you today. It's usually about nothing but about something. Okay. Today we're going to talk cancel culture. Okay. And we got our co-host on here, co-host with us today. We're going to bring him on here in just a second. Devil Doc. He moved his butt to Pennsylvania. So he's out there in Pennsylvania and it's going to snow. And so he's, he's a little worried. He's a little worried about the snow. I don't
we all better be worried about this year,
about
according to the almanac.
According to the almanac, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. So now we're going to talk about cancel culture. But first, shout out to Dean's friend. Hello, brothers. Well, hello to you, friend. And Kyle says good evening. So without further ado, let's bring on Devil Doc here. Let's get him up here. He looks like a
there he is. Hello.
He looks like a bearded redneck Mr. Clean.
I can go with that.
I can too. That's good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
He can represent that.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Okay. My rant today, although you had a hell of a rant before you come in today, but I'm gonna go. We'll save yours.
Mine can't be shared right now.
Not right now. Yours is liable to make somebody swing on somebody. Okay. You might be a
we're liable to have people. We're liable to have people looking for a tall tree and a very short rope.
Yeah. But mine is quite simple. I've had part of this rant before, and I'm gonna extend to it again. Apparently, people don't listen. If you're paid to do a job, do your damn job. For example, if I come to you and you are a city person, you work for the city, I ask you to make copies. Copies are 25 cents a piece unless you're a veteran. Then they're free. Don't complain about that. Make your damn copies. Make me my copies for free. Okay? You ain't getting paid for that. You get paid to do a job. You're already getting paid. That 25 cents don't go to you. It covers the paper and the ink. Okay? It doesn't go to you. So just look, Karen, run my effing copies.
Make the copies and put on a smile and be happy because the customer's always right.
And shut up.
Yeah.
Remember, you work for the city. You ain't the mayor.
That's right.
Okay?
Don't go away mad, Karen. Just go away.
Yeah, just make my copies first. Though. Okay, make my copies first. That's why I come here and have Denise, show mom.
That's right.
Make copies because show mom can make some copies now. So
one of these days we'll get that big fancy new shindiggy thing off the back of my trailer, and you talk about making copies in.
Yeah, well,
that's another rant that I could throw. No, I'm not going to do that. So,
we need some people. I wish we had some more people around us that could do that. Because
call late and 6 bail. Okay, well, say no more. Yeah, I'll be there for you, dog. No problem. You just call.
Anytime you need us.
Anything you need. Yeah, we'll be there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a pig's eye.
Mm-hmm. On a horse's booty. But anyway.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Devil Doc, we're going to get into this topic. I know it's a sensitive topic. Some people really don't care if it's sensitive or not. We're going to talk a little bit about the cancel culture in this country. And some of the things that's canceled, some things that's not been canceled, and some things that should be canceled that are not. Okay? So, which leads me to believe the cancel culture is biased. And the cancel culture is only X amount of people doing the canceling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
X amount of people getting mad about things. All right?
Yeah.
I was growing up, it said it was the majority rules, not the minority rules.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't talk about minority of your skin, they talk about mass of people. And it's not that. It doesn't appear to be that way. So before we get into a whole bunch of it, tell us what you're thinking about the cancel culture and how you feel.
I think it's absolutely utterly stupid. Because I mean, if you're going back and you're looking back at something that somebody said 10, 15 years ago, and you're trying to get rid of them for what they said from back then, it's pointless. It's the same thing like trying to remove history
Yeah.
You're supposed to learn from history. You're not supposed to remove it.
Well, none of that. If you had a problem with something now, 25 years ago, why didn't you take care of 25 years ago?
Exactly.
It was bad. Now.
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
things are how they are in that time. Things have evolved. All right. Believe it or not, it's a sore subject. We used to have the right to own people.
Yeah.
We don't
Yep.
have the right to own people
No.
no more. I don't want to own nobody. I want to do my own damn work.
That's right.
Okay. You know, my people, we know the story. Native Americans weren't treated very good either. But I'm just saying, that was the way it was back in that time. It was the norm, if you will. Okay.
Stop
not-
using today's thinking
Mm-hmm.
for yesteryear's problems. It don't work.
No.
You want to know one thing that they want to cancel is guns. You know, one thing that would stop slavery today, guns.
Yeah.
You hit me with a whip on my back, I'm gonna shoot you in your damn head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm not bullying nobody when I say that, but that's so it seems like it's the few that do it. And I know you, Mr. Veteran here, what's your thoughts on cancel culture?
We need to cancel the ones that want to cancel culture. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Why? Okay, let me throw this one out there. Women were coming out of the woodwork saying, Trump grabbed my hoochie 30 years ago. Trump raped me 30 years ago, or whatever. Okay, why didn't you complain 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Why are you complaining now, wanting to get things moved to eliminate some, just because you're afraid that he's going to be able to succeed somewhere down the road? And it's like taking down the statues. These people were so nuts in this cancel culture, tearing down statues. They were actually tearing down statues that had nothing to do with slavery
Right.
or anything else that happened bad in our past that we need to know about so we don't repeat it in the future,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mhm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't erase all this stuff and expect for our society to succeed at all. It's not. It just moves us that much closer to socialism. It just keeps moving us closer
it
and
does.
closer and closer.
And the fact that these people won't listen to reason, think they're right and you're wrong, that makes them wrong. It's not true at all. See, we got a big debate in this country about who's right, who's wrong about the rebel flag. All right.
That's ridiculous.
Here's the problem with the rebel flag. I don't fly it, but if I did fly it, when I was growing up, to me, I was always told and preached to by multicolored people that you had a problem with your government. Okay. That's why they call it a rebel flag or the outlaw flag.
Right.
Yeah, the outlaw flag. Yeah.
The
The
outlaw
outlaw flag,
flag.
rebel flag.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about 8, maybe 9 years old. The biggest thing on me at the time was my afro. Okay. This is a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
big dude. I come walking, and my Uncle Harry was part of the Des Moines chapter of the Hells Angels. Okay. They wasn't called something like the minor leagues. Anyway, I lived in this cul-de-sac road. So I come home from after school, and the school bus dropped us off, and I had to walk a couple miles, which is the truth. I actually did have to walk a mile uphill both ways. I get home, and there's Harley Davidsons lined the whole cul-de-sac up in the driveway, in the yard and stuff. I see black men, big giant black men out there with the rebel flag on the back of their damn coats.
Yeah.
What? Racism wasn't a thing back in the day. Nobody knew about slavery. Slavery ended in 1863, but didn't officially end in 1866. Okay, you mean tell me he didn't know what that was? He sure did know what that was. So I asked him. I said, "Ain't that bad?" He goes, "No, it means against the government."
Yeah.
And he walked on. He said, "Come on, little boy, black man." And there wasn't one. There was like 9, 10 of these black dudes amongst all these other bearded men in my mom's house. Right. Stepdad nervous as a whore in church. He should have been because he was an asshole. But they were drinking beer, a pyramid and beer cans. I mean, had these leather jackets laying all everywhere. The flag it was part of their patch, part of their culture, right? And they wore it. And I was thinking back then, well, okay, that's an outlaw flag. Then when you get it later on in life, you go on. I go all through school, okay, and it was called the battle flag of Tennessee, outlaw flag, battle flag, Confederate flag. Then I get a certain age, and all of a sudden, it's just called a Confederate flag.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah.
good. I mean,
No.
they cleaned up the beer cans, and they passed the hat and paid my mom for the chili they ate, and and they vacuumed the floor. I seen big tough men run a vacuum cleaner. Okay. Other part of that deal, my mom and I was in a car, and mom had a flat tire. My mother was not a mechanical person. Zero. Okay. I had to learn when I was 12, so I could do it for her. These two bikers come by. They looked almost broke their neck. They turned around. They said, "Hey, are you Betty?" She said, "Yes, I am." "You Harry's sister-in-law?" "Yeah." "Don't go nowhere, man. We'll take care of it." One of them pulled in front of her as that it's called the aggressive position. The other one pulled behind her aggressive position. He got out and changed her damn tire for her. My mother did, just because they knew my mother from feeding them chili and everything like that. Rebel flag on the back of their jackets. Okay. I had an afro, and I was darker than she was. One of them asked, he said, "He mulatto?" She says, "No, he's Mexican." At that time, she told me about Mexican. I was actually Indian, stupid woman. But, okay. Now, one time did they get pissed off and say anything stupid. Okay. So fast forward later on in life, here we are, cancer culture. I want to bring down all this stuff. That's not what we were all taught. I mean, I understand that was a flag flying during that period. But they don't want to believe. And I played a clip on here 3-4 shows ago. We'll go back and look where a gentleman was talking about the Civil War didn't start because of slavery. It was opponent. But it's like everything else.
It was
that small. It was economics, is what it was.
It was economics and land.
Land.
Yep. It was a land grab.
Same thing.
Big land grab.
They screwed my ancestors out up. They were doing it again. Land grab. And now land is so coded today. Land is okay. That if you and I buy a car and there's a lien on it,
yep.
Okay, you can go ahead and sell the car. You're responsible for the lien. If I go buy some land and has a lien on it, you can't sell that land until you take care of the money.
That's right.
It's your land. But that's crazy crap.
That's why whenever land transfers ownership, they do a title search.
Title search, and they come out with this much paperwork.
Yeah.
Why you need this much damn paperwork? Freaking bill of sale of a car, come on.
And here's another thing. Taking the Confederate flag down out of Confederate cemeteries. Now, it's a Confederate
cemetery.
I don't care if you're blue or the gray, north or the south during that time. They fought for what they believed in. They were veterans of the Confederate military. Veteran is a veteran. They were still U.S. citizens. They were just fighting for their own freedom that they wanted from what they figured was an oppressive government at the time, the North, okay?
Right.
Trying to come down and take their stuff and tell them what they can and can't do with their stuff, and they wasn't going to have it.
Mm-hmm.
They died under that flag. Leave it the heck alone.
Yeah. And none of that slavery went in there.
Say hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, you just classed up the view. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. If it don't, like Dean said, the Lenin statue's still up in Seattle. It's because they want to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was about land. When they started to lose the conflict, they made it about slavery, which forced the president to, in order he was going to do something, he had to do something. All of a sudden, here it is. He had to do something major. He won a war. He swayed he swayed the sentiment, and said, "Well, I'm going to stop the war. We're going to tell you slavery is against the law." Pissed everybody off, but you know what? Nobody cared. Nobody cared. It was the right thing to do. It really was the right thing to do. It was time for us to advance as a civilization. You had to start, stuff like that. So the cancel culture. Well, one of the ones that really pissed me off, the stupidest cancel culture thing I remember seeing in a while, is when you were a little kid and you ate pancakes, what did you put on them pancakes?
Butter and syrup.
We put Mrs. Butterworth on there.
Mrs. Butterworth.
That's right.
I used Aunt Jemima. I'm sorry.
Aunt Jemima.
Well,
Yeah. We did that
She's not
too.
Aunt Jemima no more. She got fired.
no, she's still Aunt Jemima, because I'm going to tell you right now. Bang. There she is.
She'll always be Aunt Jemima.
All right, they can do all they want to, but here's the deal. Aunt Jemima, and I'm not going to read all this because pay attention, because inside this article is the answer to our trivia question I'm going to ask later on. Okay. But this lady who Pearl Mills Company hired Aunt Jemima, that was the name, Aunt Jemima, to do pancake mix. Okay. Hey, I ate Aunt Jemima. I like the syrup too. Okay. So Miss Butterworth, depending on what her mom bought or whatever. Okay. And so a couple of people, and I say couple because on the mass quality things, this shouldn't never happen. Because it had said mammy stereotype. Well, it didn't say mammy on the damn bottle.
No.
Nope.
Listen,
They're mixing her up with another character from a TV show.
Yes, they are.
that and my grandmother wore when I was a little boy wore a dress and a freaking thing over her head.
Yeah.
She wasn't. She was granny.
Yeah, my grandma wore a bandana over her head because she'd head outside to the garden to work or doing laundry with the old Ringer washing machine. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't no big deal. Nobody thought anything about it.
No, and they're saying because she was a plump black woman wearing a headscarf. My grandma was a chunky woman, wore a headscarf too.
Yeah.
All right. And people are like, well, racism. Because the company that hired her was founded in St. Joe, Missouri. Okay. In 1888, St. Joe Gazette editor Chris Root and his friend Charles G. Underwood bought a small 4-mill 214 North 2nd Street in St. Joe, Missouri. I know right where that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Facing a gluted flour market. Okay. That's because for those of you who don't know what that means, they started doing different things with flour. And they knew how they could keep flour from rotting, from getting moldy and stuff like that. So they had these techniques they used. Okay. Then they started figuring out how to package it, box it up. Anyway, to distinguish his pancake mix in the fall of 1889, Aunt Jemima named was an image of a poster seen in Vaudeville House in St. Joe, Missouri. Okay. So they had no problem. This was
1889.
1889. Had no problem, right? There, 1880. Had no problem with that. Right here, it says in 2020, it was offending a lot of people. She died. She done retired. She did this all her life. This is her.
Her family descendants was absolutely livid when they took her off.
Yeah, she had
the
a
product.
She had the first female business contract, and it was for life.
Yes.
Now, anywhere in that conversation did I say black woman?
No.
No, I said woman,
Yeah.
and she was the very first woman to have a lifetime contract.
Blazed the trail for that. That was unheard of in that day.
Look, technically, if you got a problem with her being big, you're kind of making fun of her being big. If you're making fun of a big black woman, I didn't think that. Maybe you're a problem with big black. You got a problem with big black women? One of the things they like to say about it is, I'll get to the comments here in a second. We're not forgetting about you. The term Aunt Jemima is sometimes used as a female or a derogatory epithet, Uncle Tom or Rastiff. Aunt Jemima. I ain't never heard that. When I said Aunt Jemima, because I was referring to this product.
In high school, we had to read Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yep.
That was one of our assignments, literature assignments.
And
we had to read Uncle Tom's Cabin and write a book report.
And wasn't he white? Uncle Tom white?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He was.
So somebody can't say, what are you saying to work on Uncle Tom for? I wasn't talking about a black man.
Yeah.
So there's your business.
Again, it's because stupidity, they don't know. They take what somebody else says as being factual, and then that person runs with it and they shoot off their mouth. Other people hear it. They take that as factual. Now it's really getting distorted by the second or third hearing. Nobody researches and does their own homework, and nobody thinks for themselves. They take with a grain of salt what somebody else says and they run with it.
To back up what you're saying, right here, the term John Sylvester off of WTAD AM, some radio station, drew criticism after calling Condoleezza Rice and Aunt Jemima and Colin Powell and Uncle Tom. Okay, I'm not that dude. What the fuck you? Who cares? Get on his ass.
Yeah.
Get on his ass. And Colin Powell, he's the kind of guy like, okay, so
Okay, whatever.
Uncle Tommy had been around so long anyway. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That turned out
Yeah.
anyway.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Referring to remarks by singer and civil rights Harry Belafonte. Well, Harry Belafonte ain't bothering nobody. And an alleged supervillains of George W. Bush administration. He apologized by giving away Aunt Jemima pancakes and syrup. So they criticize him, not to make fun of her, but they allow him to give away pancakes and syrup.
Lord.
Gentlemen, does that make any sense at all?
Nope.
Not to me. If it's supposed to make sense, somebody please message in and enlighten us
Yes.
on how this makes sense.
A guy named Barry Pressgraves, then 77-year-old mayor of Loy, Virginia, was censored 5-1 the town council because he referred to Kamala Harris as Aunt Jemima after she selected by Joe Biden to be a Democratic vice presidential candidate. Listen, I don't call her Aunt Jemima. I'll just call her a hoe. You gonna ban all hoes?
Camel toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what her favorite necklace is? Pearl necklace.
Well, that's definitely how she got elected to
That's how she got to the top.
Say, fight me on it. Tell me I'm wrong.
be Attorney General of California. Yeah.
Willie, he'll tell you all about her. Yeah. So
Cultured pearls.
they so this showed down here. They cancel business. Okay. They cancel the business because they disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's lost his Uncle Ben's rice had to change his name too.
Why?
Yes.
Why Uncle Ben? Why? What racist candidate is that?
Yeah.
Because apparently him and the cream of wheat guy are racist too. Because remember the guy that was on the label of cream of wheat?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Quaker Oats? Have they eliminated the little Quaker dude off the box of oatmeal yet?
No.
Nope.
It's because the Amish are being reverse discriminated against. Now they're saying, well, if they're offending Amish, nobody cares. It's a small population of people.
Well, he's white. He's racist because they've eliminated everybody else, but they kept a white dude on the oatmeal box.
You know, here's one that's really going to piss people off.
I just,
Here's one that's going to piss people off. I don't think they should have changed the name of Washington Redskins.
No, they shouldn't have.
No, they shouldn't have.
Same with the
or
Cleveland Indians.
New
Yeah.
Indians, right? I don't think they should have.
They tried to get the Kansas City Chiefs to change theirs,
And the
Because
Atlanta
they-
Braves.
and they said, not.
No, you know why, right?
Yeah,
Because the Kansas City Chiefs ain't named after an Indian.
that's right.
Named after a guy they called Big Chief. His name was Tom. He's a Big Chief. I got the paper. I got the official paper
Yeah.
at my house. He was a guy who can get things done. So in honor of him, because he
Yeah.
died during the process,
Yeah.
and then the Kansas City Chiefs because he got things done.
Okay.
Now the tomahawk, that's a reference to a fighting Indian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
So what?
You ever looked at an Indian running after tomahawk? That shit's frightening.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I got one in the house. I mean, you know,
I don't.
woo, yeah. And I don't
Okay.
think they did it because, first of all, 82% of Native Americans didn't want that change.
No.
They didn't want to be part of that crap.
Okay.
It was a small portion because white liberal crybabies said, "Don't you?" Kept putting there. Don't you think that's discrimination? A Native American drew the Native American picture on the hat of his grandfather, who was in the tribe.
Oh, they really went ape if they were still making the Big Chief tablet that we had when I went to first grade.
What about that Chew?
Oh, Red Man.
Red Man Chew?
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
No,
it shouldn't
It ain't
because
changed.
I mean, if you look, I got what I got. I got a red tint to my skin.
Okay. Land O'Lakes better.
Okay.
They took our little squaw off the box of our Land O'Lakes better, which stands to reason. I mean, they took the land from the Indians, so they get rid of the Indians so they can have the land. So,
They thought that was Sacagawea.
they thought that was Sacagawea. Oh, gee,
Stupid fucking. I don't know what pisses me off more, the fact they did that or the fact they didn't know what the hell they're
See
talking
what
about.
happens when you stop teaching in school?
Yes, this is what it.
This is test teaching at its core.
You know, uh,
Civics. They
they-
do not teach civics
they
anymore.
don't. They
And
don't.
when civics went out, this is where decline started.
They made a rule for the Kansas City Chiefs that you can't wear a headdress and the garb in the game.
Well, I can remember when the Chiefs used to have a horse with the Indian with the big headdress on, and
Mhm.
they'd score a touchdown. They'd ride that bad boy around the football field.
War paint. It was
War
the-
paint. Yeah.
They
Um,
tried to do that with
here's
the
problem with
Seminole
that.
Indians in
Yes.
Florida for Florida State.
Here's the problem with that. A Native American guy, a full-blooded Kansas Indian,
Yep.
which known to be true. The Missouris and the Kansas Indians were the ones that inhabited this area, and the Cherokee and all the rest of it. He shows up full regalia, actual elk skin and all that, right? They said, you can't come in. Oh, he got on a Kansas City bandana. He was rooting for the Chiefs, but he was Native American. So they called security down. Okay. This was 2 years ago, right after they made the rule. They called security down. They didn't know what to do. They called somebody else down. They didn't know what to do. They called the owner who out of the press box, come down there. He said, what do you call me down here for? He said, the rule was designed not to make fun of Native Americans. Was he making fun of himself?
Yeah.
He said, well, the headdress doesn't go with his regalia. He goes, well, first of all, he ought to know what goes with his regalia than we do.
Yeah.
Let him in.
He's
So-
the Indian.
Yeah, so they had to amend the rule now. You know, what you can wear and what you can't wear. Now, the headdress is a Hollywood thing. A lot of Native Americans are pissed off about it because very few Indians ever wore a headdress. That's Plains Indians. And the Hollywood got all tribes wearing them. It's because the Hollywood's what the problem is there. Not, I mean, Cherokee didn't wear a headdress. We didn't have a headdress. You know, a lot of us were bald anyway. So, and I see Julie. She's from Australia. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you spending time with us now. Dean Cerny's in here as usual. Roy Anthony. Y'all see Roy
Is
Anthony?
he a Raiders fan?
Roy Anthony is a Raiders fan.
Yes.
Roy Anthony is
A
devoted
Raider.
Raiders fan. Right now, he's got worms in his ass. He's itching a little bit because my Chiefs are 4-2, and he's like 1-5, 2-4, 1-5, 1-5. Right? We got a bet on it. Right now, I'm up on the bet. See, he said that they wouldn't win a game. They already won one, but the major bet was I said they'd sweep the Raiders. I'm already one up. Okay. So he over squirming like he's got worms in his ass because he's a little nervous. But don't be bad. Don't, you know.
Do we still think that the big rivalry is still between the Chiefs and the Raiders, or do you think that's kind of shifted to another team?
It's the Chiefs and the Bills.
Bills, that's what I'm thinking.
Only
The
reason why the
Bills.
Raiders are because the Raiders in our division, we play them twice a year. You got two chances to beat us. If you can't beat us, shut up.
Go away.
Yeah. And since Mahomes been there, he's 8-1 against the Raiders. All right, he's 7-2 against the Chargers. Wait for it. And he's 9-0 against the Broncos.
Broncos.
No, that's domination. That
there you
that
go.
is owning. That's putting your stamp on somebody. That's taking his woman and his drink.
USDA approved, stamp, US certified.
I guarantee he took their woman and their drink. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what he did. You know. So yeah, the Bills, Tennessee Titans. We've struggled with them. Why? I have no freaking idea why. And the Colts.
Derrick Henry.
Mahomes has never beaten the Colts in the regular season. Now the playoffs come, he just smacks them all around.
Yeah.
But he's never won the Colts during the regular season ever. But he's beat them in the playoffs. The Colts of all people. Yeah. So
Okay, back to where we were.
that,
Uh-oh.
We got sidetracked.
yeah, that being said,
Whoop, we got into football.
that being said, Aunt Jemima, to me, she's dead. She doesn't have a voice. It's easy to make a judgment for her when she doesn't have a voice. Okay. I've talked to a lot of black people, and they're like, "This is dumb."
Yeah.
They don't understand it. They grew up with Aunt Jemima as well. You don't think they eat pancakes? You don't think they eat syrup? And they're like, that makes no sense.
That woman was a staple part of the family on their table as it was with every other household in the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? And if your grandma looks like her, okay.
No problem.
Shit, my grandmother did. And so what? The reason they want to cancel stuff and the people to go along with this shit.
I got an Aunt Jemima syrup bottle at home. I mean, it looks like the little Aunt Jemima. And I mean, it's great.
So we talk about some businesses that
Okay.
they'd ban, right? We're going to talk about some people
People.
that they would ban. All right, so let me go down here and do the little fancy little technology here. I need to get me a freaking
Don't get too fancy; they'll expect it all the time.
yeah.
Okay.
More
Whoa,
on
whoa.
there and okay, here we go. And I'll go back up here. Now, 10 people
Oh.
here that they've either tried to cancel or have canceled. Okay. Whether you agree with them or not, I ain't going to tell you if I'm a pro for them or against them. I'm just going to read them off to you. Mike Lindell, the CEO of My Little Pillow. All right. I don't know if he should be canceled or not, but he's a strange individual. That being said, his pillow, he's have a good product. It's going to be kind of hard to cancel him when his product sells.
Right. Yeah.
And he's got slippers and shoes and everything like that. So we're
He
going
just found another place to produce his pillow and sell it through, and so he's still moving on. So they
Right.
didn't stop him.
So, since I'm running the computer, I'll take you two's answers here. Mike Lindell, Devil Dog. Care or don't care if he's canceled?
I give a crap.
All right. You don't care? All right. So see, to me, and when I say that, means that there should be no big deal about this because no one cares, right? All right. Chris Harrison. For those who don't know who that is, he was a longtime host of ABC's The Bachelor franchise. Decided to step aside after defending current contestant Rachel Kirkconnell. Yeah. When old photos surfaced and her attending an old South antebellum party. While I do not speak for Rachel, my intentions were simply to ask for grace and offering her an opportunity to speak on her own behalf. Harrison explained, what I now realize I have done is cause harm by wrongly speaking in a manner that perpetrates racism, and for that, I am deeply sorry. If you know what these antebellum parties are, you guys know what them are? They're where it's like the mid 1800s, right before slaveryism was out, but it was kind of still a thing, and people wore blackface and things like that. I don't know if that's what they did here, or they dressed in period clothes and they hired on the black people to waiter, to stuff like that. That's kind of what this party was.
Well,
Don't know if it's this particular one, but that's kind of what that is.
before they used black actors and actresses in the early movies, they used white people and put the black polish on their faces and their hands and everything.
Al Jolson.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Now, do you care, Chris Harrison, that he stepped down?
I could care less because, to tell you the truth, I never heard of the person before.
What the hell? What's the Bachelor?
So all
Yeah.
you see what we're saying?
Yeah,
We don't care about him either. Why make a big deal about a guy? If he wants to step down, if he wants to lose money, that's his problem.
that's his problem.
But he
Everybody
had,
wants to build a mountain out of a molehill.
that's right. All right, here's one that everybody's gonna know. J.K. Rollins. All right. Now I've seen some things about this, but I never really got to the bottom of what she did, what she didn't do. First of all, you think she really cared? The Harry Potter series took off and made her gazillionaire.
Yeah.
She gave a rat's ass. But the famous author of Harry Potter series has faced backlash for voicing her fears that the push for transgender rights will untimely endanger women's rights. She's since defined her comments on her website and joined 150 authors and academics denouncing cancel culture. There you go. These actions have only furthered frustrations from her critics, who called for a boycott of her books and the publisher to stop paying royalties. She countered this by saying, they said, do you think that's bad when you're losing the whole culture of people? She goes, no, I'll go look at my royalty checks.
Yeah.
I look at my royalty checks and I'm just fine.
I'm fine.
First of all,
Okay.
who gives a rat's ass?
Yeah, who cares?
This is right here is a small group of people, transgender people, or just a small group of people. Majority love Harry Potter. You think they're going to unsee it? How the hell are you going to unsee a movie?
0.1% is raising all the ruckus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember this now. They got
Yes.
pissed because they didn't want it was something about having trans actors as roles. And she said, "Why would I do that?"
Right.
Yeah.
Why would it do? Why? If that's not her, if she wrote the story, she write her own damn way.
That's right.
I have no problem with this at all. And this is another I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Popular woman, rich woman, author, great book, don't care. Don't care. Double Doc.
Don't care.
Okay. All right.
I'm just glad she's taking a stand for
Yeah,
what she
there you
feels is
go.
I'm
right.
glad she didn't cave
Yeah.
in.
Didn't cave
Yeah.
in.
You know, it's like a baseball player for Atlanta Braves that said that racist crap. He was dead racist. But he said, I'm not apologizing because you tell me to.
Yeah.
I respected him more because he didn't cave, whether he's an idiot or not. He stood by what he said. So
Yeah.
that way, you know, I know who is a dickhead and who ain't, but he didn't cave.
Yep.
He came in later on and said, you know, what he never really apologized. What he said was to the fact it was an untimely word. I probably shouldn't have said it at that time.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Don't care that either. All right.
Yeah.
Adam Rubenstein. Now, when
Who
are you
the
guys going to
heck?
educate me on this guy? Because I have no clue about this. dude.
I do not know.
So
What's
I'm
an
just
Adam
going to skip it.
Rubenstein?
I'm going to skip it and say, don't care.
No, nobody cares.
If I didn't hear it,
That's,
you know, okay. Gina Carano.
Gina
Carano.
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 I knew I
She
said
was
her name
she was the former MMA fighter, and she was on The Mandalorian.
wrong. She's fired by Walt Disney after posting on social media that being a Republican for 2021 was similar to being Jewish during Nazi Germany. Her Hollywood agent dropped her, and Hasbro scrapped her Star Wars action figures.
Yeah, they
I do
wrote
care
her,
about this one.
They wrote her out of the show.
Yeah, I do care about
Yeah.
this one. And I tell you why. Because when they say Disney, they're affecting our children.
yes, they are.
Okay. That means they're pushing their beliefs on them. Not everybody believes the same damn way.
No.
I'm not sure I would have said we're treated like Auschwitz
It
victims or whatever that is, but
yeah, it's fallen all into that indoctrination type of thing.
yeah, if it was Jews, they're not. I don't feel like I'm a Jew. Because somebody fucking me, I'm gonna beat their ass. Democrats ought to feel that way. I mean,
Yeah.
but this one I care about because when you start messing with our children, because they're the future. Right.
They even tried to get the show canceled.
Yeah, well, they ought to count Star Wars. I'll tell you something. I don't like none of them. I ain't watched Star Wars, and I don't even remember the last one. Last one I watched had Jabba the Hutt on it.
The ones back in when they
The
first
80s.
came out in '79.
Yeah.
The first
the-
one came out. Okay, and then the few after that. Okay, it's great. But then when Disney took them over,
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
All
crap.
right, Roy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're still on here, or not Roy, but here's one for you, brother. Number 6, Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson. I don't know why I can't never say his name. Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham. Okay. I know the comments they made. I watch these guys a lot. Fans of all three of them, really, as far as true and honest news. But they do got some loud ass mouths. Okay. And they say some things you're like, oh, you guys are just dumb.
Yeah.
The primetime Fox opinion hosts, opinions, that's a good call for them, right? Have long battled with cancel culture and advertisement boycotts from airing their conservative views. Listen, if you're going on there and the Democrats are going to say what they got to say, you have to let Republicans say what they got to say, or conservatives.
Yeah.
It'd be like someone telling me, this situation happened. I was a prison guard. I was at the prison, and this guy was a devil worshiper. Okay.
Yeah.
He's talking about. I said, "So you don't believe in God? No, there ain't no such thing as God." God, blah, blah, blah. Just said no. This educated black man behind him. He said, "You're a dumb son of a bitch." He said, "What are you talking about, brother?" He goes, "I'm a devil worshiper, but apparently you don't read." He said, "Who created the devil?" Devil's always here. He goes, No, God created the devil. You can't have one without the other. You just can't. If you're going to preach about the devil, you better read about God, because God created the devil because he's a fallen angel, and God created all angels.
Yep, he
Period.
created them all.
It's that simple. He created
It's
all angels. This
It's
is
just
all.
He thought that he was equal to God.
And
Mhm.
so,
Because, okay, so you can go down to the earth and
Yeah.
that's your dominion.
yeah, you have it all.
There you are.
But you can't have one.
Can't have one without the
the
other.
So,
Good
that,
point.
but off track here. Do you care, Devil Doc?
Nope.
No, man.
Yep.
Don't give a rat's ass
Yeah.
either. All right, help me with this one. Matthew Uglessis.
Who the hell is that?
He's a liberal opinion writer. Resigned from Vox, a publication he had founded. Well, first of all, you founded. That don't make no sense. After many of his woke colleagues found his articles to be right of center. He's a liberal. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Whatever.
So he argued against defunding the police, which he shouldn't have. That's stupid, that argument defunding the police. You know how much lawlessness you're going to have? That's just ignorant.
Yep.
I'm not saying that police are perfect. In fact, I believe on here, I've said many times, they need to be retrained. Okay, so they know what the hell's going on, but don't defund.
Constantly.
That's just dumb. Yes, because everything evolves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't care. Don't care.
It's like what Dean says. Without the Joker, Batman's just an idiot.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
Washington, Lincoln, and Jefferson. This is what you were talking about earlier. Okay. Former U.S. presidents' name have been wiped from San Francisco public schools after the school board decided to rename 44 schools that has ties to racism and dishonorable legacies. Hold on. Let me read it to you again in case you didn't catch what I said. Washington, Lincoln, and Jefferson.
Yeah.
Didn't the second one right there, didn't he free the slaves?
He freed the slave.
That automatically gives him a good guy pass forever.
Yeah.
Washington, he founded his country. Now, again, guys, back in that time, that was the norm. All right? That's what he did. But founding for president. Jefferson, I believe a couple of them still own our money, right? Don't they spend the money? I bet when these guys voted to arrest him, they went out and bought coffee afterwards, right? Who's on?
Now, what state was that?
Uh,
That was what?
That's San
San
Francisco.
Francisco is a city.
Never mind.
San Francisco.
That
Never
enough
mind.
said right there.
Enough said.
That-
And,
That's
yeah.
California. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 9 is two of us here. Number 9, I think it's funny. Senator Josh Hawley. Okay, they tried to cancel him. The Missouri Republican was dropped from his publisher, and Democrats have called for his resignation. He told them this. No. After he raised a challenge to the electors in Pennsylvania, siding with Trump and saying that the state violated its own constitutional and conducting a 2020 president election. In the New York Post, he defended his actions, writing, "I, for one, am not going to back down. My book," he kind of had to plug it. See how he plugged his book?
Yeah.
there.
Like his book.
Yeah. "My book will be published, and I will continue to represent the people of my state without fear or favor, whatever the left and the corporations say."
Wow.
Okay.
Don't care.
So what?
Ain't
Okay.
from my state. Don't give two
Yeah.
craps.
Don't care. Okay, I know who Josh Hawley
Yeah.
is. I know all that, but you know what? Don't care.
Don't care.
That's his opinion.
Yeah, he's entitled
should
to
Right
it.
there, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
It should have been over. This article should have been, when he said my opinion, this article should have
should
been
have
over.
been over with.
Done.
Apparently, you think highly of your opinion.
Now, this one here, I read this earlier. I scratched my head, and I still am not quite sure. Goya Foods. Goya Foods. Liberals called for Goya Foods boycott after the company's chief executive, Robert Uerney, praised Donald Trump at an event at the White House. Mr. Whatever said Trump leadership was blessing for Hispanic Americans. The boycott turned into a boycott, according to Mr. Boycott. Our sales went up significantly since the pandemic. He told Fox Business, Stuart Varney, we did well because the restaurant business declined 70%, but we also did well because the backlash of the boycott to a boycott. Well, we have over traditional customs. We keep them, but we also have new customers. I don't care.
Okay.
Don't care.
Cool. Whatever.
Couldn't give a rat's ass. Don't care. I'm glad he got more business.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
I really am.
More business is always good. I like it when I get more business. It keeps things bought at the house and keeps utilities and the lights turned on. And yeah.
Some of the comments here. Roy said,
Comments.
I ain't Aunt Jemima pancakes. My syrup was Miss Butterworth. Okay. He mixed them.
Well, brother, we had Mrs. Butterworth. That's
Yeah.
what we had.
Yeah. Roy's racist. He mixed two of them together.
Wow.
I'm going to boycott Roy eating pancakes. Whatever. Eat what you want, Roy.
I'll send you some, brother. Don't worry about it. I got your 6.
Yeah, I got your shit. What cracks me up is the people that go all honked off about Aunt Jemima are white liberals. Yes, that's the same way as
Yes.
Native Americans. They got Native Americans all fired up. Been like that since they come in the league, and nobody cared. You know,
That 0.1%.
It's
don't care. Dude is Alex Jones with a pillow company. Okay,
it's like what Bill Burr says. Somebody was at a black man's party and heard the word woke, and they decided they were going to claim that word for themselves and started using it too many times. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
misuse of words. Misuse of
Yep.
words.
Yep.
Yeah. I grew up like that too. I grew up with different words that people use. They think I'm saying something that I'm not. Clinton wore blackface in the 80s. Dean Cerny said, that's correct. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
They jumped to let themselves apologize. Don't apologize. You did. You did. Don't care, right? Don't care. See, we're going on that through. The point is, they're making a big deal about these things. Does that affect you two paying your bills?
But no.
Does it affect you and your wife when you're home alone at night under the bed under the sheets? Do you guys even care? Does it take up your conversation? No. If it does, there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. J.K. Rawls is absolutely right. As a woman, I'm sick to death of cancel culture. I'm glad she took a stand. Right there. Thank you, BJ.
Thank
right
you. Thank
there.
you. There you go.
Oh, right there.
The boss nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, see, that's a problem in this country too. Women are being disrespected at such a rapid rate. They want their opinion, but when they don't give it right, oh, you're a housewife, or they make fun of her. First of all, I'm gonna tell you something. Housewife's the hardest job on the planet. Kiss my ass. Okay, I don't want to hear you.
I've seen her job. I don't want it.
No, thank you. I'll go out and pound pavement.
That's right.
Woo, yeah, I'm built for it. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
but we're not allowed to treat them right. We're not allowed to have women are not allowed to own their own sports without men coming into it. So women are just in this country. It's a shame. It's really shameful. It's really shameful. Dean Cerny, don't even know who it is. That's the way I feel sometimes.
there you
man.
go.
I'm listening. Tucker is mine.
It's okay if you have an opinion, as long as
Right.
your opinion matches mine, and we can have a debate about whatever you want, as long as you agree with my side.
Yeah.
When you do that, you don't have a debate.
No, you don't. That's stupid.
Nobody knows how to. Never mind.
Roy says, I'm listening. Tucker's my nemesis. He don't like Carson Tucker at all. If I could figure out how to call him with another number, I'd do his voice and mess with Roy.
Yeah, there you go.
Without Joker, Batman is nobody. Yeah, that's true. The left wants so far left. The left went so far left. They left their leftist commentator.
Well, some of the left are going so far left that they've come around to the right side.
Yeah. In the 70s, you could smoke on airplanes and in hospitals. Yeah, that's a whole nother debate about that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Get the rabbit. Fuck, who cares? They canceled Goya because they supported Trump. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're always laughing. So, that being said, let's take a break from that a second. Let's get into some of these announcements we got going on here. Announcements. We have a major announcement coming up here sometime on the 12th.
Stay tuned for station identification.
Bang.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
The flyer's made. I have it today. There it is.
Ta-da.
And Roy, since you're still listening, brother, we have a special MC coming back for this show. That's right. Justice Snodgrass is coming back to do the MC for this thing. If he don't do it, I'm going to do it. But I talked to him today. He's going to be there unless. But he has a lot of unlesses. So.
Yeah.
And November 5th, this is very good. The John Griffin Memorial Ride, November 5th, 2022. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Ride starts at noon. Ride length about 50 miles. It starts and ends at the Stewartsville Firehouse. Auction follow. I'm going to be doing the auction for that. Clean version. Boys, clean version auction there. No fat people. Free will donation, lunch provided. Okay, they put free will donation, but reach in your pocket and give some damn money for the lunch. You know, they want the kind of folds. They like the jingle, but they want the kind of folds. Okay. It's $20 per vehicle, $10 per additional rider. Okay, so two of you get out $30. All right. And call if you're interested, call Christy Martin for details. Her number is 816-294-7824. So we got that going on. Okay, what we got here on the comments? I heard some ding ling 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 ling. Yeah, that's right. Goose is there. He's going to be there, Roy. Well, he says he is.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see. If not, I'm still doing it. I'll do the hosting myself. So either way, we're covered. But yeah, Goose is he might be moving to Colorado, but he might be returning. Might be a step in coming back. We'd love to have him back. He's got the golden voice for this. So either way. All right. Let's do what is it? We didn't do it a while ago. Let's do it right now. What is it?
Hmm.
What the hell was that noise?
I don't know. Notification somewhere. Well.
Oh.
I don't know.
No. So if you guys got any idea what that is, I will only answer the right answers. Okay. And the rules are simple. You answer that, it's 100 entries into the mystery box automatically.
Bingo.
Dean has done it. My daughter Ashley has done it. Okay. So it can be done. You can't figure it out. You guess it right. 100 entries to the mystery box, which will be given away. Warrior Fest, November 12th. I will be giving that away between the hours of 5 and 7. Okay. Sometime between 5 and 7, we will go live. If we don't have internet, I'll do it off my phone. Excuse me. We'll go live. I'll probably have some boys from VRS there and some BB Nation. 3 of us might get together and decide, let's give this thing away. And the winner wins it. If you're there, I'll hand it to you. If you're not, you know how it works. I'll reach in my pocket and I'll pay for it to get mailed to you. Okay. So that's how the mystery box works. It's a great little thing. It's got different kind of swag in it. There you go. All right. This first meme, I call this college achievements. Beer drinking level advanced. I bet he's gonna do one of them, but next one he does the face plants because he's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, whoever's making these things, keep making them because they're funny.
They're great.
There we go.
Oh dear God.
Jennifer Lopez and Dr. Dre. That's just too much.
Oh my, that's wrong on too many levels.
That's just for you, Double Duck.
Oh no, I got his coming up.
Oh, you got his coming
Yeah.
up.
Right here.
Oh,
right
man.
here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh
Right.
mother of God, no.
Ice-T and Cardi B.
What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
I think Ice-T's a great actor, but damn.
What is wrong with why? Why?
You know, if he was here right now, he said, "Man, hey man, I look good." Okay, whatever. Oh
Man, that looks like a pissed off Cher.
a hagged out Cher.
Before she got plastic.
Yeah. All right. I have to pick on the comedians too. All right, here we
Oh
go.
God, no. Oh mother, oh Jesus
Jerry
Christ.
Seinfeld and Mariah Carey. He actually looks like he pulled off a transgender female. All right.
Yeah.
Don't show Minnie this or Tim. They might take that to the shower.
Oh my God. All right, that's all those for today. I got more, but those kill me. People send it to me all fucking week long. The
Roy
Conway
said
21. Go ahead.
Roy said it looked like a pissed off Pocahontas.
Okay, here's one where people see themselves differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People see themselves differently.
Please,
When you
no.
think you make an awesome Hulk, but everyone thinks you're Shrek. I'm telling you, that looks like Shrek.
God.
If Eddie Murphy's around, he could be the talking donkey. They can set that off good.
Oh my God.
This one here is called Stupid Is and Stupid Does.
Well, he'll be a pirate for Halloween, for damn sure.
He needs to learn this phrase right here. Arr.
Arr.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a phrase or a word, but he ain't gonna care. He's
Polly
gonna
want a
start shopping-
cracker?
He's gonna start shopping at IHOP.
Yep.
He's got a shovel. Instead of putting it in there to push the brush, he uses it as a crutch to lean on. That's just, I can't deal with it no more.
You are not the sharpest tack in the box.
No. How he can afford to get that chipper, I don't know. Wow. Okay. They say they just created this not long ago. Okay. Cargo socks. The Native Americans have cargo socks forever. Question is, would you guys own a pair?
Not a chance in hell.
I would. I own a pair.
Because I don't wear socks.
I don't most times, but I'd wear those.
I used to have electric socks that had a pouch on the side for the batteries to go in to keep your feet warm.
And you see they're created by white men, right? You know how you can tell? He's got socks on with sandals.
Socks on with sandals. Yeah, there you go.
You tell that model there, that model, he's married. Because he sure the hell ain't dating looking like that. Okay. Here's a guy here that can he's an overachiever. Now there's how you bring home the bacon. You and I were talking off camera. I want to know something. How do you get that in the back of that freaking truck? Him and Cousin Puddin' just didn't throw that in the back.
No.
Unless he got him to jump at the right time and
And he
shot
drove
him
by
in
him.
midair. And that's where he landed.
You know, that could have been possible. They're rednecks doing that shit.
Yeah,
some-
they're good at that.
There's some ingenuity going
Yeah,
on there.
they do. They do.
Okay.
Wow.
Here's this one I called Been There. When everyone is afraid of you, but it's your little homie that's crazy. The Chihuahua's got a cigarette in its mouth.
Go ahead.
He don't give a
Go
rabbit.
ahead, senor.
He don't give a rabbit. Senor.
I be my leg.
Hey, essay. Hey, essay. Get the fuck over, essay. Don't touch me. This one here, I'm going to sit now. This is a new ditty. I want y'all to learn this little ditty. Okay, it's a little ditty. You got to sing it.
That's right.
Listen to the story about a man named Joe riding with a tweaker and two commies in a hoe.
Oh God. Oh God.
Was out one day we was hunting for some crude.
Then one day, Trump was in the nude.
Oh man. Jeez.
Oh, God,
God.
that's great. That's great.
All right, one more time, everybody. Listen to the story
What
about
a man named Joe.
riding
Right with the
two
tweaker,
commies
two
in a
commies in
hoe.
a hoe. Oh my God.
If we ain't kicked off YouTube, we are now. Okay.
No, we haven't hit that threshold yet.
Yet, not yet.
We'll see. We can't get that off there. I can't fuck with that on there. All right.
All right.
One of the announcements we got just before we come on air, I want to talk about here
That's right.
is
Y'all pay attention to this one.
BJ Reed, his better half, gave this to us. So this is a flyer. His upcoming events around here. It's a Cameron Festival of Lights, Whoville version. Okay, Whoville version. I might make an
Whoville.
appearance to this.
Whoville.
What's the date on this thing? November 26th. There it is right there. It says right there in the date.
Yep.
November 26th. Nice flyer. BJ Reed.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Nice big parade. All that's going to be fun.
Let's catch up on some of these here comments before we get ourselves.
Yep. Backlog.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is going on? You says you can double click this damn thing, but then it says you can't. Liars.
Oh, please.
All right, here we go.
There they are.
All right. Pocahontas. I heard that one. All right. Okay. Is that Jimmy Hoffa's kid? Hell yeah! I can put my socks. I put my snacks there when I in the deer stand. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Right?
Fake. Talk about that pig picture. I think that's fake. Photoshop. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing the old school event. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm glad to. All right. We're going to do a Pimp's Pet.
Pimps, Pat.
Now, this one here was right near my house. My wife took this photo. This is a barred owl. Okay. He stares at me while I'm riding my four-wheeler. He looks like he's waiting for me to drop a cookie or something. I don't know if he eats cookies, but he looked at me like he wanted me to drop a cookie.
Yeah. They ain't very big.
No, they're not. Well, this one here, the one I got, looks a little big. Of course, everything about me eats all that raw food and gets big.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we got almost an 80-pound bobcat living out there. He eat monsters. But yeah, he's up. Now, on the grand scheme of things, no, they're not very big.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know one thing, that bobcat better look out, because that barred owl will give him a go for his
I
money.
mean, you don't want to play with that owl.
You don't want to play with an owl.
I just
They
right
look nice, they look cute, but when they twist their head all the way around, just think of poltergeist.
What do you think the Native Americans wear their feathers? It's courage and honor. It means something. All right, is that one there on your right hand side look familiar? That's the one I just said to my wife. Here's the barred owl, ladies and gents. This thing is an incredible, majestic animal. This is the same owl that they make fake that you hang in an overhanging place to keep the other birds away. Okay, they make the fake ones. They just hang there, and other birds will not come near them because the barred owl scares the shit out of regular birds. Okay, now look at there. That's when they're little. It looks fake as hell.
Bad little buggy.
Yeah, they are bad little animal. They are cool as hell. Let me get in here so we can get some information about the barred owl. Okay, we'll go back this way. No, I guess
We'll
won't
be
go
that way.
I guess we ain't going that way.
Okay.
That's a lie. That's a fib. Well, anyway, barred owl. I'll show you a video. I hope the hell they don't get pissed off by it. 58 seconds.
You might be asking yourself, can you actually
got a commercial.
create high quality live streams for free? Well, with StreamYard,
Okay, be quiet. There you go.
Go away.
Look at some of these cool ass birds, huh?
Well, that was just cool.
That was cool. If you're an outdoor fan, that was pretty cool. And you didn't hear me read. That's a good news. Good news. Good news. Just a bit outside. Let me see. The pig is fake. Ears and bores don't get that big. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. I thought you meant Dean. Yeah, Photoshop. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, we already got that. So we're there. My favorite song. Hey, I was jumping and bouncing with it as well. All right, guys. Now, trivia question. Remember what I told you earlier? I said it in the article. All right. So this is worth 20 entries. If you can get this answer. Who was the first company to hire the lady that played Aunt Jemima? Aunt Jemima was not a real name. So give me the name of the company for 20, city for another 20, and a real name for a total of 60 points. All right. Hey. Guys, take a brief moment while you're working on the trivia question. Let's welcome one of my real good friends, man. I'd say he's in the top 5 of my friends all time. Love this guy to death. He's the founder sports church and bar and all, and the co-founder of VRS. He's a Marine veteran, E4, the E4 Mafia, I believe I hear him say all the time. He's a good friend of mine. He likes my moonshine, so he's got to be a good guy. Please welcome Minnie to the show.
What's going on, boys?
How you doing?
Howdy,
brother?
howdy.
I'm doing all right. Just put the domestic terrorists to bed. I figured I was invited to jump on, so I figured I'd jump on here for a while and hang with the boys, see what you guys are up to. Apparently, there's a trivia question so that I missed, but
Well, you'll probably get it, so I'm not going to tell you.
oh damn. Well, tell me, ask me anyways. Maybe
Who was the first company
Mhm.
that hired the lady that plays Aunt Jemima? Okay.
Ooh.
Now, give me the company's name, city and state, and a real name. I'll give you 60 entries.
Oh wow, yeah. Not off the top of my head. I'll think about it at about 1:30 in the morning when I'm going to sleep. But it'll
There's
pop in my
one.
head.
All right, there's one answer. So
All right.
BJ Reed.
BJ got it.
All right.
Nice.
She gets 20 so far. Let's see what else she's got. Hired in 1890. Yeah, that wasn't the question.
Yeah.
Tell me her name,
Oops.
her real name. Yeah, it was. That was hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1890.
Yeah.
That's 20 more. All right, she's got 40. You're still 20 out there. If anybody wants to claim the 20 entries. What was her real name? It wasn't Aunt Jemima for you idiots.
There you go.
And ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Nancy Green.
Green.
Nancy Green. The
She
significant-
gets all 30 points.
She gets all 60 points.
Oh, yeah, 60 points.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't try to cheat yet.
We're cheating, damn it. A lot of thing about her. She was the first female to have a contract, a written contract, and it was a lifetime contract. Do the same job.
Yep.
Black or white, don't matter. She's the first
Yeah.
female to ever have a written
She was
contract.
a pioneer for all the others that followed her.
Yeah, I know it. If she was alive today in 2020 when they wanted to ban all the crap, I bet she'd have something to say about it.
So with that being said, this woke stuff, they and getting rid of everything, that should have been one of the things that they left alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're looking for logic in people who are consumed purely by emotion and soapbox
Yeah.
virtue signaling.
Yep.
You never- It's like arguing with a wall. Yeah, when those people are gone, and I don't know if maybe they'll come back eventually around, but it's one of the reasons I don't comment on Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? I'm not ever going to put forth an argument eloquent enough, thoughtful enough, with backed up facts in a text. It's never going to happen. So I stopped doing it. And I mean, I've alienated at least one kind of them for sure. I know, because I was at a wedding of my cousin. And it's weird because I have cousins that are retired and I have cousins that are younger than me. It's just my grandfather had kids from, I think my oldest uncle died just a few years ago, almost in his late 70s, and my dad's the baby. And so I have cousins that range, and I got in an argument with one of my cousins' wife's daughter. She's a big lefty Lou, and I just couldn't resist myself. I may have had a few drinks, and at the wedding, I got the cold shoulder, baby.
They may or may not have been some some things said.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about earlier. I'm glad you're on. We'll go back into it. We were talking about Aunt Jemima and how they want to wait so long to cancel her, and a lot of people, even especially the black population, they didn't really agree with it. They didn't care. It wasn't a deal to them. Things that happened in your past, they weren't around for that. A lot of black people are like, I don't care. It didn't happen to me. Don't care. And we were talking about that. We're also talking about the cancel culture, where it took a few white people to stir up the Native Americans to get a small group of Native Americans to think that the Redskins was a bad image, even though it was portrayed from one of their own, drew by one of their own. The logo was okay, and they're trying to come after the Atlanta Braves and the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're not going to succeed with the Chiefs because, like the Chiefs, wasn't even based off Native American. It wasn't. Originally, it was based off a guy named Tom. They called him Big Chief. He can get anything done in Kansas City you want it done. You see him, blah blah blah. That's how the team got there. It adapted with the arrowhead and the tomahawk chop. That's the only Native Americans got into it, and there's nothing racist about them, and it's just a small group of people that are talking this stuff. When we were growing up, it was majority rules. You ever heard your brother or sister or something? Majority rules, 2-1, right? What happened to that now? Where are we at now? We're majority rules. Where are we at?
That went out the window.
Yeah, majority rules as long as you're in our majority.
Yep.
Now,
exactly.
What's coming up in November? The elections.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that based on?
Yeah,
majority rules.
Yeah, 3 weeks out.
Yeah, majority rules. So I don't get, Now we read some people on there that are fans of Trump. They want him banned. I don't care if you're fans of Joe Biden. I don't want you banned.
No.
Don't care. I just know not to hang around with you because
I
I'll
don't
probably
want
beat
to,
you
man.
up.
I think you're hilarious.
I'll probably beat you up. So I don't want to be around you, or talk politics with you. You can hang around on my house, drink my hooch. I don't care, But that's not the way they see it.
No.
Are they so damn afraid? Are they so afraid of the truth that they gotta do what they're doing? Are they so afraid because they got nothing to worry about? That big mean Trump made us put money in our pockets and had the economy running. That we gotta have a drama to worry about now. Is that what's going on here? Because it seems to me like they're not happy unless they got some sort of drama. Being broke, can't afford gas, can't eat. We're doing great. We're functioning. Shit, we are.
Yeah.
Well, when your identity is social justice, your identity is solving problems because you find it too difficult to fix your own. Like Jordan Peterson is pretty famous for saying, "Fix your own house before you fix the world." And when you hang your hat on that, identity politics on either side is a bad idea. But when your identity in your whole life, because you can't fix your own house, is solving the world's problems, you walk around with a hammer because there's a lot of problems in the world. There are a ton of them, and there always has been. There always
will be.
Yes, as long as humanity is the way human nature, you're not going to change human nature. More than likely. It's just you're always going to have your issues. But they walk around. You see the vitriol, and there's a little bit on the far right. But it is consuming the left, and they we do this, we make the world a better place, and if you stand in our way, you're a horrible person. And most people are saying, whoa, what does Aunt Jemima have to do with racism? Well, it's racist. Why? Like you explained earlier, first woman to have a contract, a black woman nationally advertised and recognized, a trusted brand. What's wrong with any of them? Let's say, why is it? Well, because it's exploitation. No. She was paid. She had a contract. The next thing is, somebody looked up something about John Wayne. Did you hear what John Wayne said in 1972 about women? No, but I bet it was pretty fucked up. I bet it was also funny.
It was funny as hell.
And it was also 1972.
And it was in Playboy.
You can't. I talked about this on the bar a little bit on Saturday. You cannot. These people just constantly do this. They take a prism and then look at today's accepted norms and the way things should be talked about, treated, and discussed. And then they go back 20, 40, 50, 100 years, 200 years. Christopher Columbus is a whole person. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Who else was it in 1492? Are you serious?
But that was a common place back then.
Yes.
That was that place. Like John Wayne, he got everybody was all for him, right? All the gay guys love him. All of a sudden, they got mad at all the homosexuals got mad at him because he said Nancy boy. He said that movie a bunch of times in his movies. Yeah. Nancy boy. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, funny.
Whatever.
Remember when they tried to cancel Sean Connery? When he said every woman every now and then just needs a good slap on the ass.
Well, every woman every once in a while needs a slap.
It's too much, man. I think it's I don't know if it's just Western culture or America, but because we're such a young place, such a young country. But I mean, we overcorrect on everything, and media is a big fuel to that, especially social media. But we overcorrect on everything. If you look at just the way gay people were treated over the last 50 years, and then all of a sudden the movement, you got the Marriage Act happened, and now gay people are allowed to marry, which I have zero fucking problem with. But it's gone, and we've overcorrected, and it's gay pride parades in the street with dudes and asshole chaps and doing all kinds of nasty stuff in front of kids. There's now drag shows for kids and drag drag queen readings.
Yeah, it's too far.
It's been an overcorrection, and it needs to stop. And some people have no problem with it. I'm like, whoa. What if we brought a bunch of just banging strippers? I mean, banging. I'm talking Las Vegas Cheetah 1, not 2, 1, and brought them to your kid's school and had them read Hickory Dickory Dock in 6-inch platforms and tiny little pasties. Would you be okay with that? Of course you wouldn't.
No,
So why is it okay the other side? But again, it's an overcorrection. And people are starting to wake up. Some people are starting to wake up. Like, God, did anybody here even think about your school board 10 years ago?
That would have brought a whole new meaning to the term Hickory Dickory Dock if that had ever happened when I was in school.
But now parents are paying attention, and so some of this is a good thing.
I guess our school board over here in our town, I guess had interesting board last night because there were some parents that showed up to hit the school board against them allowing a girl to run for prom king and get it, and hee-haw. And so they're fit to be tied over that because, as the wife and I was talking about at home, that opens a whole new other can of worms. You see what I'm saying? Girls saying, okay, now I want to play football. Put me in the pads, put me on the field.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately,
watch me get smashed.
That'll happen one time.
One time. Yeah. Somebody 280 pounds, about 6'2", splat. That'd be the end of that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Little Juliana, she's running down the sideline. Here comes Bubba. Bubba's 320. Juliana's $125.
Uh-oh.
Cart, please. Clean up on aisle 3.
I learned that. I learned that when I was probably 11 or 12, and the girls that were older and much bigger than us, they were in like middle school at the time. They were like, "We're going to play a game against you guys." Just pick up a football game in our neighborhood, and we're like, "Okay." And I distinctly remember hitting this girl midsection full bore, and I was not a very big guy. I mean, I'm still not, but I hit her full bore and exploded her. And she was a good 7 inches taller than me, probably had 50 pounds on me, and I fucking exploded. And she, and that was the end of that game. And I it took me forever to figure it out until I got older. Like, oh, we're just built different. Like, we're built for that. We're built for the hunt. We're built for combat. We're bigger bones, stronger muscles. Even a smaller man. I mean, I've always said this. I don't think anybody can argue this. A trained man at 150. I mean, could you imagine Conor McGregor at his lightest fighting the most heavyweight woman in the world in the UFC and losing? There's no way he could beat even Amanda Nunes, who's the bad
with three fingers.
Would just destroy her. It's just not fair. But for some reason, we have to have this.
Well, here's another thing too. A lot of it's based on lies. They put out these lies, and this government right now has told so many lies. It's hard to keep them straight. But one of the lies I got a real problem with. They keep saying, if certain people are elected president, we can't marry who we want. That's what they're saying. We can't marry who we want. What state is saying this?
Yeah.
Who's saying we can't interracial marriages? My wife married. I'm a half breed. No, we didn't ask nobody. Nobody cared. So I want to know what states are saying this because I'll file a lawsuit. Ain't no state saying it. Nobody cares who you marry.
Nobody cares.
Interracial marriage has been going on long before any of us were even born.
Yep.
There's no state that says you can't marry who you want to.
Moses married an Ethiopian woman. Okay.
And
God bless the union.
I'm pretty sure Ethiopian is black. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So some of the lies are based on, and that filters the other side of this coin. Okay. You got rednecks and thinking, getting mad at what they hear instead of doing the research that way.
Yeah.
Not only going too far this way, but doing all the research so you ain't the asshole going over here, tipping over cars, burning bills down, you find out, oh shit, I made a mistake.
No, I will say that when I was in the service and even out of the service and got some friends now that are black, and in the service, there was a lot of them that felt like a lot of the white men felt they didn't believe in the interracial marriages because they said it wasn't so much the adults because they could deal with it. It was the kids that were going to suffer because then he says, we don't want to accept them because they're half white, and the whites don't want to accept because they're half black. And so he says, it's for that reason. But that was almost 50 years ago.
And now you
Okay.
and now you got Pat Mahomes making $500 million.
Yeah. So, but now things have evolved. So you have to readjust your thinking and your rationality.
You do. It's called
for
growth.
everything. It's growth. Yeah.
It's called growth.
And so, now 50 years ago, what people didn't like is more widely accepted, and it's okay. And personally, myself, I don't have a problem with it.
No, I don't either. What did cavemen ultimately do? They evolved. They grew, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you still got some cavemen. I drove by 2 today.
Yeah.
Still a bunch of Neanderthals and picking hair out of each other's hair and
Nickel
lice
boots.
and all that shit. Yeah, weirdos, but I'm pretty sure they wipe each other's ass for them. Anyway, other than that, most people can handle that duty just fine. So now, what do we go? What are we going to do? Where are we going to go?
Yeah.
I've heard of people always thought all my life. I've heard people education. Education's only good if somebody wants to learn.
Yeah.
And the people
got to be compelled.
Mhm.
Who's teaching me?
Exactly.
I don't want no deranged liberal teaching me anything.
I had a good friend of mine a long time ago when they had this big controversy going on for a new school here in Cameron. Okay. He said, you can have the fanciest school in the world, or you can take the kids out here and throw up a big, huge tent and hold class under that tent. Those that want to learn are going to learn, and those that don't are not, whether you got them in a big fancy building or you stick them out here in a tent.
Mhm.
So education comes, those that want the knowledge and to learn it and go are going to take it, and those are the ones that are going to use reasoning
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
investigate for themselves instead of just taking what the teachers in the classroom are saying and trying to indoctrinate into our kids. Those that want to learn and are out there to grab an education. We've talked to several young people here lately, and they're not a bit happy with what's going on in the high school up here.
No.
These young people are not happy at all with what this school board and is being done up here. And some of them are seniors and are glad they are getting out in the spring.
Yeah. A lot of people want to throw out the definition of racism. Let me give you what the dictionary says the term racism is. Racism, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people of a bias of their membership or particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is minority or marginalized. A program to combat racism. That's the definition. It's the belief that different races poses distinctive characteristics, abilities, or qualities, especially so as to diminish them inferior or superior to one another. Okay, that's racism. I've heard a lot of terms about it. That's the definition of racism right there. When one race talks about another race, that's racism. Period. In the story. It doesn't matter control. It doesn't matter nothing. It's if you're talking about another race, that's racism. Okay, especially derogatory. Like all black people don't bathe. Well, we know that's bullshit. That's not only is that racist, that's ignorant.
Mhm.
Because in my culture, we believe the white man is the stinkiest.
Yeah.
Because they didn't bathe a lot,
Nope.
So, I mean, but that's stupid. They're not all like that. So, I'm gonna look at Kyle Lundy on there putting some intelligent shit. What the hell are you doing, man?
I got a brain every now and then when I want to use it.
I know, but I don't. So quit trying to be prejudiced against me. All right, I'm gonna go on here real quick. I do a missing persons, and so you guys keep talking about this subject. I'm gonna see if I can find that missing persons. That
I sent you one if you didn't have one.
yeah, I'm gonna do yours. Yours look pretty interesting.
What's the missing persons thing? Is this a segment that you do?
Yeah, it's one of my segments that I do.
There's an interesting, just to caveat on that. Oh, I stuck it in again. There is a great movie. I think it's called White River. It's with the guy who plays Hawkeye, and it's something I didn't know about the alarming rate of female abductions and disappearances of Native American women. It fucking blew me away. I had no idea this was a thing.
Yeah, there's a
Taylor Sheridan did it.
And my wife watched this deal about Alaska, the natives up in Alaska, how they're at a rapid rate. There's only 250 some thousand purebred natives anyway. So slow down a little bit. You can wipe us all out. Christ. All right, this here is from here in Missouri. Matter of fact, missing since October of 2011 from San Francisco, California. Okay, his name's Cameron Reamer. He's 29 years old at the time of disappearance. White male. He's 5'10", 6 foot, 170 to 180 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, blue eyes, brown or light brown facial hair. That means when that happens, he's probably got a lot of Swedish in him. He may appear disheveled and have a longer hair and more facial hair growth, especially if he is living on the streets. He is in need of medication. Cameron went missing October 6th in San Francisco. While there for business, he checked out of the Fairmont Hotel and had not been seen or heard from then since. He had not used his bank card or his cell phone and email since October 6th, 2011. Cameron also suffers from bipolar condition in which he may hallucinate, appear agitated, or withdrawn. He's loved by many, and his family desperately searching for him. Please help look for Cameron. According to his sister, he is the kind of guy that called each one of his family members every single day, and if not a couple times a day before he went missing. Doesn't say anything about a reward, but there's your information. Take a good look at that, ladies and gentlemen. His family is going to need some closure. This is on Facebook too. So Cameron Reamer, that's his name. You check him out.
I went to high school with him. He's a close family friend.
Is that right?
Yeah. There is a reward right now. I believe it's up to $50,000.
Okay.
We just thought it was weird. He didn't call his mom, didn't call anybody. He was supposed to check out and he was going to come home. I was still active duty at the time, but I came home and was told Cameron's missing. He was what you'd think of as a mama's boy. He just always checked in with his mom, always. But
Cool.
He was a big teddy bear.
Nice. Well, there you are. So hopefully his family gets some closure. 2011. That's stacking the years up, man. That's not good, unfortunately. And him being bipolar, that's not.
Yeah, not good.
That's not good either. This guy you've been seeing been coming on. That's Roy Anthony. He's one of the hosts here on my network. He's got a show Tuesdays and Thursdays. Roy Anthony show. I think maybe you've seen him on one of the shows or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's been commenting there. So if you wonder who Roy Anthony is, that's one of our hosts. He's stayed around longer today, which is usual for him. But cool. I got something I want to tell you about cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
This is quickly becoming one of my best videos ever. Well, maybe. Right, yeah.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
Hey, I was told to show you some of these memes real quick that you didn't get to see a while ago.
Yeah, you got to see this many.
All right, here we go. Here's the first one. Jennifer Lopez and Dr. Dre.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better.
Hold on a second. All right, here we go. This is
Oh, God.
Ice-T, Cardi B.
There's the pissed off Pocahontas.
Oh my God. All right, this one here though. Tell me, Jerry Seinfeld doesn't look good as a transgender woman.
Not bad. Had a little Alanis Morissette thing going on there.
Yeah. a little more facial hair, but yeah.
Yeah.
Tim would
You
be
oughta
asking.
know. Yeah.
Tim would be asking for a rub and tug from. Yep.
Tim would.
Yeah,
Tim
it's
would.
terrible.
Yeah. When you think you make an awesome Hulk, but everyone thinks you're a Shrek. Now I got me an idea for Halloween. Instead of going as a fat Indian, I might just go as Shrek. I hope that ain't permanent green paint though. Hope that shit washes.
Yeah,
that
that'd be
off.
bad. Everybody is.
Oh wow.
This ought to be posted everywhere. Here's some socks I think you be buying yourself, Minnie, just as soon as you get off the air.
Get out of here. Too much.
Too much. What was that other one? That was funny as hell. Oh yeah, this guy here. Tell me you don't know a lot of people that fit this bill. Just watch.
What's that? Hold on a second. Oh gosh, what am I looking at here?
The guy's got his leg in the wood chipper.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to die. Excellent way to die.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a tree trimmer who died last week that
Well, bye.
got sucked into the chopper, and I tell you exactly how it happened. It is if your brown guys don't take care of the rope and you're dropping brush, you know,
Right.
say you're going up like just like an evergreen, and you're dropping brush and dropping brush and dropping brush, and you're overloading them. They just keep throwing the brush in there. Inevitably, law averages, one of those branches will catch your rope, and they'll throw that into the chipper, and all of a sudden you'll hear, and you have about depending on how much rope you have down, about a 5-second warning. You start hearing it. That's your rope getting taken into the chipper, which will rip you out the fucking tree no matter how harnessed you're in it, and down to the ground and straight into the chipper. That's exactly what happened to that gentleman. So his ground crew killed him. So yeah, and it's a shitty way to go. I imagine it's a shitty way to go.
I'm gonna play an old video I've saved. This is 3 minutes long. I think it's a skit, but it looks real to me, about a guy getting a ticket and he flies off the handle. He can't take it no more.
What's the date on that? I'll have to plead guilty if I got to work because I can't take the court to take the day off, you goddamn asshole. Now just give me the goddamn thing, let me get out of here. I didn't do nothing wrong, and I know I did. Now let me get the fuck out of here. I ain't in no hurry, but I did want to get some kills for my dog. It's just about ready to get the fuck out of here, give me that.
Can I explain it to you, sir, so you'll know what you need to do?
I know what I do. You're ripping me off, and I didn't deserve it because I didn't do nothing wrong. You're probably sitting that parking lot driving right back and forth to get someone in the 40 miles of whatever frig it is. I never saw the sign. I saw it 55, and I was doing 57. That's all I know. Now just give me the goddamn thing, and I'll look at the date. If I'm working, I'll pay the fucking fine because I can't afford to take a day off. And if I'm not working, I'll plead not guilty because I know fucking well I'm not guilty. There. Now, are you a state or local? Looks like you're a state trooper. Get back and pick up some more guys and run up the friggin' deficit on the working man. Just give me the damn thing and let me get out of here.
What I need you to do is sign the X so I can explain this to you.
There ain't no explaining. I got picked up for speeding before. You're guilty and you pay the fine and hope your insurance don't go up. And you try not to speed the next time. And that's what I've been trying to do for 4 or 5 years, and it's worked damn good until I run into you, you asshole.
Green copy's for your record, sir.
I don't... All right.
White copy needs to be mailed in within 20 days.
Okay.
Make sure you read the...
I can't read, and I've put this stuff away. I get bills in the mail all the time. I don't even look at it. $7 glasses here. All right, just tell me what I do. Lincoln Court?
No.
Where?
Read the instructions here. This says you have 20 days to respond to this summons. Read the back of this hard copy. This will explain how you can have a trial if you want one. On the back, that'll explain it. Attaches an envelope. See? Put a stamp on that, you mail that in. They'll tell you what to do.
I can afford the stamp.
The fine's right here, sir. It's $137.50.
You're fucking crazy! I can't! You're fucking crazy! My wife took money out of her! God she's working to pay my fucking insurance so I wouldn't get picked up. You're fucking crazy.
If you don't pick this up, sir, I'm going to summon you for littering.
Littering.
I picked the goddamn 100. Are you fucking crazy? I wasn't even speeding, you goddamn asshole. $100 and some dollars. Jesus fucking Christ.
There's some more right there.
I've never heard of a fine like that in my life, you god.
Oh, Dean, he needs more than blood pressure medication. He's a therapist.
That's what I call a Karen.
Wow.
Dude, if I would have slapped that cop's hand like that, the rest of the video would have been him locking me the fuck up. I'd have been arrested. That's assault. But oh my god, that's hilarious.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know, that's the thing, like what reason number 1,121 had become a police officer. That right there. You know, I had a path. I had a golden path laid before me at the Indianapolis Police Department. I'm like, nope, no. Right before I made that decision, a San Diego sheriff got in all heap of trouble initially because he was out a suspect off the head of his cruiser. What actually saved him for once was video evidence of the suspect assaulting the officer, taking his weapon before the officer got it back. And then the officer then used the hood of his car to control the suspect, which is perfectly, in my opinion, perfectly acceptable. And I'm like, you know what? No. The guy got put on administrative leave for 30 days. You know, his union could do nothing about it. And eventually this came out and he was reinstated. But I mean, it is. The assault on police officers is hilarious, and shit like this. You gotta understand. They pull you over. They deal with this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And the best way to get out of anything. Christ, you know how many times I should have been arrested when I was in the Marine Corps fighting bar fights and shit? You know how I never got arrested? I was just straight up honest with the cops. I was super respectful. I even maybe brown nose a little bit. There may have involved some but I mean, whatever, you know. And that's why I sat in the back of cruisers. I didn't go to jail because I wasn't an asshole, and that was a refreshing breath of fresh air to any police officer, even more so nowadays. You know?
Right.
Did you see the year on that video?
1992.
Yeah, it was ancient. Yeah, I want to give that cop some credit though. That cop had good restraint. Okay, good restraint.
Yeah.
I'd have been dying. I'd have fell down laughing if I was a cop. I saw it like, you stupid fucker, keep going to camera.
There's been some good ones. Yeah, there's been some good ones. And like, you know, a guy passed the sobriety test and told the cop. I remember I seen one. It was a female cop. I think it was Texas, and he passed the field sobriety test. And then he goes, "Wow, that's amazing," because I'm pretty drunk. She's like, "Well, now I got to arrest you."
You dumbass.
Oh, dude, you had it. You had it in the bag, dude. Yeah. And then you just admitted to a crime. You dumb motherfucker.
I'm gonna play you a clip from one of my favorite movies.
Uh-oh.
So, baby, how we doing now? We made about 200.
200? Your girl's been back there all night. How they only make $200?
You kissed my ass quick. I don't never say nothing to you when the crap table and the bar come up short.
Because the bar and the crap table never come up short, just the girls.
Here we go.
Now, calm down, Vera. Kiss my ass, sugar. I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
I ain't trying to say shit. You in charge of the girls, right?
I am in charge of the girls.
Are you in charge of the girls?
I am in charge of the girls.
Okay, the girls are always coming up short. All right, let's get the shit out in the open. The girls are always coming up short. Even when the place is packed, the girls come up short. Now, either you or them got a problem with their arithmetic.
Are you saying I'm stealing?
The man didn't say you was stealing, girl. Now come on over and sit down and shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, Benny. I would tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Here's the second part.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You done accused me of stealing. The only thing I'm stealing out here today is your face.
You out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Look at Eddie's eyes.
Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? Well, then come on, goddammit. You been fucking me since I'm gonna beat the shit out of your old ass in this motherfucker, too. Yeah. You gonna punch people in their eyes, right? Right? Bitch.
That all you got?
Yeah, you didn't think it was gonna be like that, right? And now I'm gonna blast your motherfucking face.
Nigga, you hit like a bitch.
Oh, you're a little slower than you thought, ain't you, huh? Yeah. I punch like a bitch, huh? Okay. I punch like a bitch? You'll say goodnight to this bitch right now.
You couldn't play that today. They'd want to cancel that movie.
Oh God,
They would, wouldn't they?
I mean,
man.
come on. I'm surprised they ain't canceled Roadhouse yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Somebody could ask.
Yeah.
Fucking Roadhouse.
Really?
But yeah.
They're remaking it with Conor McGregor.
Well, I hope he does a good job. Some of these remakes are pretty good. Some of these are like,
I think he's gonna
why
fuck
did
it.
they waste their money and time?
I got a feeling it's going to be another Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
it's going to be like the TV series that Devil Duck and I was watching. I used to watch the old Quantum Leap. I love the old Quantum Leap.
Oh, yeah.
Back to, right? This new Quantum Leap, I'm like this. Hey, Shelly. She goes, don't worry about it. I don't understand nothing they're talking about. They've lost me. When the first episode come on, I'm thinking, okay, I'll give it an opportunity. You know, I'm for it. I'm 4 deep in this son of a bitch and still don't know nothing about it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. They need to bring Sam Beckett back. That's all I have to say about that.
Right.
Man, I don't know. The guy's he's a pacifist. He don't like to fight, but he's been in a couple fighting ones and a gunfight one already.
Yeah.
What? That don't make no damn sense.
Not too much makes sense anymore. You know, what's the funny thing? I don't know who it was, a comic or something, said something to me about how obsessed Hollywood is with gun violence.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely like the most anti-gun people in the world. I'm like, you literally, your house, your car, your blowjobs, your cocaine habit, your everything is paid for by. I mean, I think the John Wick kill count is what, 212?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's pretty efficient.
Like I almost canceled The Rock in my own mind because I'm not doing any more movies with guns. And I'm like, you shut up.
Oh, what about old boy Taken, Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do any movie with guns. Dude, didn't you just do 3 of the most violent movies using guns? Wasn't it Taken series pretty violent? Good series, liked it. And then he does another one where they trap him in that basement type thing and he kills a serial killer.
Yeah.
Those are guns.
Yeah.
And he wields them pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Just shut up.
No.
He wants to go back to his Rob Roy days with a sword.
Dirk. He wants his Dirk.
Well, he was in that movie with Swayze back in the day. He was fighting it too. Next of kin. Next of kin.
Yeah.
It's officer mentality, man. Do as you're told, not as I do.
Yeah. Dean Cerny said that fight scene with him and his wife after a night of drinking.
I believe that. And I believe she wins too.
And I believe she says it. Oh,
yeah.
You want to shoot me in my pinky toe? She probably pulls out a fucking Glock or something. Dean's for harder. Bitch, you got 9 more.
Yeah.
Neighbors are calling and shit. Yeah. Hurry up. We got to get this done.
It is a great movie.
Sprinklers on.
I wish Eddie Murphy would come back to stand up, man. I don't know if there's anybody better.
He's coming back.
Yeah, he was just. I mean,
and he didn't give a rabid buffalo's ass either. Who he offended?
No,
he didn't care.
I love it.
Love him to death, man. Love him to death.
Speaking of that, like I'm you should look up a comic she's coming out. Her name is Robin Phoenix. She's a retired colonel in the army, and I've been talking to her about coming on the bar. And she's quite a hoot. And one of her mentors, as far as I'm aware, is Eliza Schlesinger. So that's something about her. And we're gonna bring her on the bar and have some fun with her. So
she's a feminist?
No, I don't know about that.
Well, Eliza Schlesinger is a feminist.
She's been on The View.
Not a fucking psycho feminist. She's not.
She's been on The View.
No,
okay.
Been on Joe Rogan plenty of times for me to get a good view of her. If Joe likes her, I'm cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. She's cool.
Yeah, Joe likes her. She's cool. She's cool. That is my bar. My one-way bromance was one of the best comics. Who I threatened to shoot my boss because they were up in Columbus and he didn't let me know. Yeah, the whole crew was up there in Columbus for a stadium show, which maybe he knew I don't like stadium shows for comedy. I like 100, 200 seat room, low ceilings, shitty.
Yeah, not a stadium. Yeah,
Right,
overpriced
right.
drinks and shitty mozzarella sticks.
Yep.
That's my comedy scene right there.
Yep.
That's where I saw Dave Chappelle, Mitch Hedberg, Louis C.K., Bill Burr.
Yeah. A lot of your big ones. Ron White. By the way, Ron White's retiring in December.
I call bullshit.
And I do too. But he quit drinking.
Yeah.
He don't drink no more. I call bullshit again because he owns his own tequila company. I mean,
I call bullshit on it too.
That's like a fat man owning Hostess.
He retired during COVID, and then Rogan is like, "No, you're coming down. You're doing a set with me at I can't remember what it's called."
He got broke, and then, he had to go do.
I don't know.
Didn't he get divorced again?
He dragged him on stage, and
he didn't really
Yeah.
get divorced. It was he owed taxes and didn't want to drag her involved in it because she made more than him. So I think they still see each other, but he's not legally married. You know, because he got thrown out of a bar in New York City. I got some. That's one of the greatest stories ever. All right, guys. If you just joined in, we're about to end the show here. Thank you guys for joining WO Radio Show. We got some things we want to cover up for you before I send you all out of here real quick. We have got a big giant show coming up for you guys. Man, this thing's gonna be huge. There's a flyer. We got it out today. Warrior Fest. And apologize, it's late on the flyer, but WO Entertainment Network presents Warrior Fest 2022. Of course, you know what we're raising money for. We got the band. We got two bands, Mirage, and this lady's got a voice like an angel when she sings. She's her whole band just they're beautiful people, big beautiful people, huge people, great. And then we got Mixology. This is the man I had out in July at my house for my 20th anniversary wedding. I've known these guys. I beat up a couple of them. They're pretty good people, awesome folks. And then we got some comedians coming up. We got y'all know David Scott's going to be there. Matter of fact, he's going to hit the stage at 5:30, followed by Jeff Onyx. Y'all know Jeff. He's goofy. Our own Roy Anthony on here. He's going to be at 6:30. He does a lot of adult, but he does a lot of clean. He's got a good clean set. So we're going to have all the clean guys perform early. And then we got a band, Mirage. They're going to play first. They're going to play at 7. 8:30 or thereabouts. Damon Tater Spray. If you come to see him, think he's going to have a wig on and tell you some clean nursery rhymes, I got news for you. He ain't the man you want to see. He's good adult comedy. That's what he does. Damon Tater Spray is good. And then 9 o'clock, Richard Montano. This guy is something else, man. This guy's something else. Great comedian. At 9:30, the band Mixology. And then 11 o'clock, yours truly. I'm going to bring the house down. And then at midnight, we close. So walking tacos are provided by this guy right here to my right. The American Legion, Post 33, have walking tacos, which are pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
The Hooch is provided by Levi Garrison and Sons out of Hamilton, Missouri, out of my town I live in. It's all homemade brewed stuff. It's delicious, man. It really is. You get about 2 down here. That's about all you want if you're going to perform. Okay. If you're not going to perform, you drink all you want to. Yeah. It's $10 at the door, a person. It's at Stage 69 venue outside of Cameron, Missouri. It's right on the edge of town, right there. So there you go. Come on out there and have a good time. November 12th. We're going to bring the house down. We're going to do it. We have merch going on for sale. We got 50-50 raffle, and I bet they didn't put that on there, but I didn't see it. Nope.
No 50-50 raffle.
Nope. All right. Well, that's tough. I'll fix it. I got a 50-50 raffle going on as well. And if you want to make a donation, if you don't want to buy anything, donations are welcome. Get that done. Also, coming up on November 5th, this poor gentleman right here, John Griffin Memorial Ride. This gentleman was a Marine who committed suicide at 29 Palms, California, because he didn't want to come home. He didn't want to stay in the Marines, but he didn't want to come home either. He's confused, and I really wish one of us would have known him. Yeah. I'd love to try to talk him down off that fence. And that's going on November 5th. Registration starts at 10 a.m. Ride starts at noon. It's a ride. It's a 50-mile round trip ride. Okay. It starts and ends at the Stewartsville Firehouse Free will donation for lunch. Reach in your pocket, give them something for that. Free will donation. $20 per vehicle and $10 for each additional rider. And there's an auction right afterwards. Yours truly, this man right here. I'm going to be doing the auction for him. So that's going to happen right after they're done. They got some great things. Some stuff from the Royals Super Bowl run. It's signed. I don't know who signed it yet. I haven't got to see it, but they got some signatures on some of the stuff from the Royals won the Super Bowl. So that's pretty cool. If you're interested, call Christy Martin for details at 816-294-7824. And one more we just got before we start the show. Cameron Festival of Lights, November 26th, 2022. Screenshot this, whatever you break this down. There's a lot going on in this flyer right here. There's a lot of stuff on here.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah,
always a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff going on right here. And BJ Reed, that's his wife, so he's not going to say anything bad about her. Don't ask him to. She's a good woman. Beautiful little flyer they put out. And there you go. It says, welcome to Whoville.
Yep.
Welcome to Whoville.
Awesome job as always.
Yes, that's right. Everything they touch turns to gold. Right
yeah, that's right.
That's what I tell Denise every time she's on. Everything she touches turns to gold. Great women. It takes a lot of great men and great women to put on a, contest and event and stuff. So, Minnie, we got Barry Boy Relapse t-shirts.
Yeah. I know. I hate you. But I hate stadium shows, man. I the last one I was at was for my birthday. It was Bill Burr. It was great. I spit up beer on some chick. That was funny. She wasn't very happy about it, but it was a pretty good show. But normally I choose to do my comedy shows in the smaller venues.
Yeah. Well, smaller venues are more of a challenge, and we love them because it's smaller the show, the harder it is to make them laugh. If you can make a small show laugh, you can make a big one laugh because laugh is contagious. So,
nope.
But anyway, that being said, guys, I want to do some closeouts here. Devil Dog, you want to go first?
Sure. Enjoy the rest of your week. Apparently, snow flurries are in the mix now, so beware. The Falmer's Almanac is not wrong for this year. Other than that, if you're struggling, reach out. If you know somebody that's struggling, take them somewhere. Take them, go get a cup of coffee. Take them to a stream. Let them put their feet in the water or something. Take their head out of their moment. Or take them to a comedy club. Who knows? And if you're friends with Deshaun Watson, maybe take that struggling friend and get him a rub and tug. Get hooked up. Never know.
Use your name.
Yeah. Yes.
Keep him out of trouble.
Other than that, it's a great year for sports right now because tomorrow or Thursday, all 4 major sporting events will be going on. So there's that. And other than that, love y'all. And I will see Minnie and Pimp this weekend.
All right. I almost forgot. Get out of here. I gotta keep my chart right here. What is it for the last time today?
What is that?
What is it? 100 entries into mystery box. For anybody can tell me what this is. I will only answer you if you're right. So you can guess all you want, but if you're the right answer, I will tell you.
Is that part of a beetle?
Nope, it has to be the correct full name.
Oh, I don't know.
And it has been done. Dean Cerny did it 3 times.
Dean Cerny does it a lot.
My daughter did it twice. So
I think he's got a crystal ball.
No, he's not an idiot. But,
I think he's ready for that mystery box.
Yeah, he seems like it's going to be his. He'd be the only guy to win it twice.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I apologize, but I don't. That was like, it looks like a close up of some guy's sack and part of an insect winger.
He's nasty, trying to help us out.
Yeah.
All right, Minnie, you want to give us your closing thoughts?
Yeah, sure. Hey, remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Been there, done that. Had the Marzoli jacket and the bumper sticker. Had a Army medic actually save my life just after I threw down a AK-47 with a mouthful of barrel and a toe full of trigger. Went to the bottom of my apartment. Never saw my cats for a week, but it was what it was. I'm still here. So there's so many beautiful things out there to appreciate. I know in the news it is just bombarded you with shit. Bad news after bad news after bad news. You just got to find the good in life and make good connections with your veterans. Reconnect with guys. That helps a lot. Dean's, I'm sure he doesn't mind saying. I've called him times. I've called Richie. I've called Kyle. I've called Kyle a lot. Especially when I get really hammered and really frustrated. So I learned my lesson. Reach out. I may have racked up some O's and I owe these guys some stuff, but oh well, I'm still here and they're happy I'm still here. So do the same. Sucks. Follow your pride. Ask for help. It's no big deal. Even if it's just to talk bullshit. Talk about the game. Talk about whatever. You don't even have to get that deep. Just talk to your boys because your boys love you. Other than that, hey, keep tuning into the show and hopefully you tune into Sports Church with Rich both on and the bar when you get a chance. Other than that, love you all. Big day game kiss.
Brother?
Just
look.
Whatever you do, just don't be one of those 22. 22 is way too many. Ask for help. Reach out. I don't care how many times you have to reach out and ask for help. I guarantee you, none of us are keeping score on how many times you ask for help. That's not what it's about. It's about just sometimes you just need to talk and vent. Just need an ear to chew on. Be an ear for that person. Just sit there and just let them get it out of their system. Don't try and cure their problems. Sometimes they just need to talk. That's it. They just need to just vent and get it out of their system, and then when they get it out of their system, then take them out for a beer, take them out for a cup of coffee, or just go out for a conversation.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. I want to make a correction. Apparently, I said the Royals from the Super Bowl days. That's impossible. That's the baseball.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
World Series. World Series. World Series champion Royals. Okay. That even sounds weird saying World Champion Royals, but they did do it. They did do it.
Yeah.
Not recently. They have done it. Well, we say it all the time on here. You are not worthless. You have value. Unless you're a child molester, then you're useless.
Yes.
But we love you guys. We appreciate. Listen, we couldn't do what we do without you guys watching.
That's right.
I mean, guys come in. I see the numbers move all the time up here. People come in all various different Twitch and Twitter and all them sites we're on. Thank you for that, by the way. Appreciate it. The election's coming. If you're not registered to vote, get registered.
That's right.
Only way we're going to make a difference in this country is vote. I don't want to see you on the news turning cars over because you didn't win, or
burning
destroying
houses
buildings.
down and buildings and looting.
Then listen, you burn up the donut shop, I'm whipping your ass.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Let's just put it right where it is right now.
Let's just get that on the table right there.
If I can't sneak in, my wife ain't looking to get a Krispy Kreme, we're going to have some issues.
Too much.
Some, like they say on the movie One, there's going to be some consequences and repercussions. Okay. So that being said, guys, we love you guys. You take care of yourselves. Don't be the 22 a day, right? And they say in my native culture, Osta, Usvi, it means good night. Dona Dagahoy, until we meet again. I'm Richard King, Bad Man of Comedy, saying so long from everyone here at WO Entertainment Network, our friends at VRS, friends over at BB Nation. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you. We're out.